Okay, third video for the day. Again, focusing on the Katowice matches that happened in the play-in. The final day of the play-in where, my previous two videos, you can see they're uploading in the two tabs up here. But I did a video on MBK, on Dust 2, and from the same map of C9OG, I did an analysis of the C9 CT side on Overpass. And for my third video, we're looking at Dust, we're looking at Mouse, and we're going to be looking at ropz. So ropz, just on the CT side, goes 21 and 8. This match does go into OT, but we're going to start on the CT side. So complexity got 9 on their CT side, and we're just going to watch ropz, who, in my opinion, for 2021 will be the #1 rifler in CSGO. So the previous holder of that crown, I guess, is nico. Yeah, nico, who is now on G2. And it was kind of the reason why I didn't want karrigan to leave Mouse, because I just thought, at least in my opinion, that the talent on Mouse is just way, well, not way better, but I think stronger for the future. Than FaZe. I think that, well, ropz is going to be better than any player on that roster. Better than Twists, better than Cold, better than Brokey, Rain. I think he's going to be the best rifler in 2021, and probably for years after that as well. acoR, super impressed with acoR. I think he's a really good AWPer. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the HLTV top 20 for 2021, just while I'm doing predictions. It is Feb. I'm going to do my predictions in Feb, but whatever. But yeah, this is the first tournament with Dexter. So it finally happened. karrigan on FaZe. We all knew it was coming. And they picked up Dexter, like I was saying in another video. I'm sure I've mentioned it. I'm sure everyone knows about it. Dexter, who was on the Renegades, who used to be coached by Mytha, who is now the coach of Mouse. So Mytha has brought his old in-game leader from Renegades to mousesports. This was a nice try by BMass. Really had no right to win that, but he gets it close. So ropz. What can be said about ropz? I mean, he is good at everything in the game. Good with the AWP, good with the rifles, good with the pistols. Movement god, knows every nade. Apparently he's almost like he was the second caller alongside karrigan. So I'm sure karrigan has taught him a lot about in-game leading. JKS has no idea. This is No one is watching in T-spawn to catch him going unders. So JKS has to watch both ways. He has to watch the uppers push and the lowers push. So I'm not saying ropz will be better than, like, I'm assuming simple device Ziwu, they're all going to be 1, 2, 3 in whatever order. Kind of feel like they're well, first of all, they're AWPers. So I'm talking about the #1 rifler. And they're also on a little bit on like a island by themselves in terms of skills. I just think, like, you've got your simple Ziwu device 1, 2, 3 in terms of skills, in terms of impact, in terms of being the best players. I think they're all kind of in the same ballpark, shall we say. And whatever the order of 1, 2, and 3 that they get at the end of the year doesn't really matter. But I think the next closest has got to be ropz. And acoR. Man, he just looks so smooth on the AWP. His movement's insane, I know everyone keeps saying that, but ropz's movement's insane. It almost makes me feel bad about my movement, that it's so bad. It makes me want to be not, like, it makes me just feel bad about my movement watching ropz and acoR and these movement players. Alexi is another good movement player, like, just has really sick movement. Like, I can't even do the Mirage cat jump. Like, I fail it. I'd say it. I could do it maybe 1 in 5 times, which is basically means I'm not good enough to try it, because I'm pretty sure I'll fail it. And you don't really want to attempt it and then fail it and look bad. So I just don't, to be honest. And I should practice it, really. Like, it's just a matter of just practice, I guess. Just getting used to that. Trying not to jump too early or try not to jump too late. Oh, the X-ray, man, it's baiting me here. Let's turn it off. Yeah, but that's what I mainly fail at. I think it was everyone fails at. Something like I either jump too early and hit my head on the windowsill, or I don't jump, or I jump too late and I just fall into the underpass. Looks like it got from B split and we're back on ropz. And ropz is down. And they get both. And I think this is a save. Should be. 3v4, retaking B, not likely. No, they failed the fast cat, unlucky. And I was just talking up his movement, and he can't even jump cat. Whoa, but look at that, how quick was that? What the fuck? I'm glad we had the X-ray off for that, that was insane. I think he caught a piece of the door as well. He just spotted him, flicked dead, straight into the head. And there's more long here. Let's see if keep the X-ray off and just see, just appreciate acoR and just how he plays the game. Also seems like a really calm player. Doesn't matter if he's going like 30 and 15 or 7 and 15. He just seems to play this the same way. It's like super composed. And it feels like he just never misses a flick. So what's this? So they've taken this then 3 T's long to take A and 2B with the bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
Frozen actually kills the long guy, so it's 2v2, but Dig no armor. Not worth saving. May as well go for it. See if you can at least drop one. Pushes window. And they get neither. But this is where they really start the comeback. So it's 14-7 and they bring it all the way to OT. And it pretty much happens when ropz picks up the AWP. And like he can do it all, man. Rifle, best rifle, super solid on the AWP, pistols, pretty much nothing. There's not one thing in the game that I would say he sucks at. No weakness. Like even entry fragging, like some say he's a bit of a beta, and that's true. He is generally the last alive because he's the most clutch player in the team, so that makes sense for your clutch player to be alive to win the clutches. But he also, like on Nuke, he has some really sick entry kind of pathings where what he's a little bit famous for is the go outside onto the silo, onto the marshmallow, and then you drop onto the annex roof, and you can surf. You can surf on the, I don't know what to call it. Like there's a little thing you can surf on, and he surfs along the edge to the where it faces like the door, the open. I'm talking about mini here, I guess you would call some of you would call it, or annex. And basically, yeah, it just kills the mini player, the annex player. Super sick. But anyway, things might work out anyway, because Dexter, like this is their first tournament with him, and he also seemed like had some bad games for sure. Some games where he didn't look comfortable. I think he's had to change a lot of his spots, because he was kind of like, I think he was kind of like a fragging in-game leader, but he's given a few of his, like pretty much all of his spots to his teammates because they're all better players. And they're coming B. Let's see. Only good for one. Two v2, 2v3. And what do you do here as CTs? Do you have to save? Give them 15? You can't have to, you got no money. If you attempt this and lose, it's all over. And this is why you do save, by the way, because they do bring it up. I mean, it's not every time you save that you pull off the comeback, but it gives you the opportunity to come back. Just gives you a chance. And it's all about that, trying to do the I guess like in poker, you'd call it the most plus EV play, like the most, that's means most expected value. And acoR is going to get punished for that. So in poker, because it's like basically solved, I mean it is solved, there's only 52 cards. So every single scenario you can figure out your chances of winning the hand from each point in the hand, as well as like, because you're not working with perfect information, you don't know what they have, you can see whether a call was mathematically correct or incorrect as part of GTO, or game theory optimal play, where you want to make them make mistakes, like force them into making mistakes, making calls that they shouldn't, in terms of what their chances of winning the round, and what they have to, what they have to pay to realize that chance. So, in terms of CS, you want to know, well, what's our best way to win this map, win this game? And that means you gotta save. You gotta, it's an economical game. You gotta make economical decisions, just like in poker. And he gets the second through the door. No chance. Wow, that was sick. Frozen just... He was standing like a T, and then he turned around. And I don't even know who that was, but he shot him straight in the face. Because it does get a bit of complaints, all the saving that happens in pro matches, but you can't really criticize a team for making the right decisions, just from a game theory perspective. Like the CT. God. The confidence, and he gets deleted. So they had like Glocks, or like pistols, no armor. So what does acoR decide to... Well, he's going to use the USP and just get some headshots, because they got no head armor, rather than using the $4,750 AWP. We use his USP. And ropz fails the cross smoke, unfortunate. Again, getting aggressive. No one watching T, so he'll take this aggressive... Maybe they did spot him do that. Because config threw a flash expecting something like that to happen. But ropz looks away for a second and then still kills him with the AWP because he's fucking nuts at the game. Just nice team play. That is some... waits for the flash, keeps moving around baiting that he could peek at any moment, shoots a bullet off into the ground. Like, I know you see that kind of thing in pugs and stuff, but it's just nice to see people playing proper CS. Spots him right side. And again, they're gonna try and challenge ropz. They have pistols again. B split's happening. Frozen 1. ropz gets 1, 2. He just can't miss. That's 3-on-1 in the site there. And he just picks them off one by one like it's deathmatch or something. 15-13 now. I think it was what? 15-8? 14-7? Something like that. Complexity probably getting a bit tilted now. One would expect. There's one right here close. Who is it? Can't quite see. Let's check ass. And I don't know what happened with the flash. It seemed like it went right off in front of him, but not affected at all. And ropz punishes the bad flash. Going for some more info and a poisonous for it. Okay, bit of a laboured spray. Dexter. Dexter fails. acoR got one. 15-13. Got one flash on BMAS. Oh, I remember this. Just better. Better at the game. acoR. Peaks with the P250. Insta headshot. I think he burnt him a bit with that molly too, because he was car. So it was a one bullet headshot for the P250. 15-14. I mean, that was probably their chance. Complexity, the 2v2, Bomb down on the B side. Retaking with an AWP on acoR. They're probably getting a bit tilted now. Another frozen man. Another mousesports player. That's been super impressive. He was one that was a bit inconsistent, some would say. Fair to say, I think. Definitely in the online era, he had some bad games. But not in this tournament so far. He's looked super good, super solid. They're coming. Oh, and he hit that, by the way, so he sees him jump, flashed, still, and it's a shooting gallery. Just acoR can't miss. I don't know what it is. He's also super good with the pistols, super good with movement. It's like a Danish ropz. Like, you just saw how confident, like the confidence it takes just to pull the P250 there, not the USP there on that, you know, that eco round where they were pushing short with the Glocks, and he gets 3 with the USB. Okay, well, they get Dexter. Fails that molly, whatever that was supposed to be. Boom, touchdown from ropz. I don't know what that smoke is, but sure be good. Okay, it's kind of that eventually they traded out ropz and acoR. Can always rely on them, seems like. So yeah, ultimately I'm pretty excited for mouse. As a, I guess how you could call me a mouse fan, a ropz fan for sure. And you know, if it doesn't work out with Dexter, maybe Carrigan will come back. You never know. Not ready for rush there. ropz. 3v2 though. Managed to trade effectively. And now it's... who is it? Blame. Almost wins the 1v3, but with 10 seconds to go, that would have been nuts. But yeah, sometimes Blame... I can see what people say where he does do a bit of baiting. I don't know. It's really easy in hindsight to question every call that goes wrong. Far out. What can you do? ropz is just deleting everyone. It's 3v5 already. Rush does win the 1v2 to at least get one T-side round for the overtime. And let's watch some T-side AWPing from ropz. Working so good on the CT side, he decides, you know, why not? Keep it going. Did they buy 2 AWPs? No. Yes, acoR. And ropz. I was looking on the wrong side. Double AWP T side. Probably one of the few maps where it's viable. Yeah, can't think of another T-siding AWP map. Double T-side AWP. Maybe train, you could make an argument for. ropz flanking. And he just... how did he even hit that? Just can't miss. And from blink and you miss it, it's 3v1. But yeah, I think the future is... I said the future was bright for C9 in my C9 video where I said I can see the... yeah, I can see the promise of the lineup. I think it's got potential, but I really see the future's bright for this mousesports team. If ropz is going to play like this, you know, carry and drop 30, just have huge impact every game, which I think he can, by the way. I think that's why I think he'll be the best rifler 2021. That's my prediction. So that's why I think it's possible, and you got a good supporting cast of acoR and Frozen as your secondary kind of stars. Good young, aggressive entry anchor player in BMAS, and then Dexter, Just has to be good enough, right? He's no Carrigan, but maybe this team doesn't need Carrigan to succeed. He definitely called a good T side on Nuke. Like they went on to batter them on Nuke, by the way. Where I think they got 12 T-sided rounds on Nuke. And it was really a well-called game from Dexter, so. And he seems to be fragging okay. 26 and 26. Sometimes it could feel like Carrigan could be exploited a bit. But sometimes, not. He's definitely not a bad individual player. Sometimes, like, he had his dips in form, like plenty of other players. ropz lurking up at tons. He does this pretty much every round. And it's because he's unkillable. He has really good aim, so anyone that tries to push up at tons and get some info, they're dead. And they don't even want to do it when he's not there because they think ropz could be there. And they don't want to fight ropz in the upper tons. Whoa, that was nice throw, man. Gets the ramp player and then goes for a super aggressive drop CT. But JKS is holding with the AWP. But he knows, ropz knows. And now he's got info on the other guy, top mid. And unlosable. Dexter even drops. So that he can't get killed on short. 19-17. Nearly 40 frags for ropz. Nice. Okay, well, that's another video. A third one for today, so if you haven't seen the other ones that I've uploaded, check those out. If you're interested in C9 or OG, I got videos on both. So check out those and I'll catch you next time.